Okay, welcome back from the break. This is our final closing session of the PMO Summit. This is our first big event of the year. It's currently June 28th, 2023. For those of you watching this on the video or the recording, that's when we held the event. It's being run by the Project Management Association of Canada with a number of key sponsors. So you're welcome to view the recording. It's recorded in multiple sessions, multiple pieces, and they will all be posted online on YouTube. You're welcome to share the link, share with your friends, and learn from the event as much as you can. For many of the presentations, I'll also be able to post the actual presentation slides or whatever as well. So there may be some supplementary information. So we'll send a follow-up email to everybody who participated in this event with that information. And if you're contacting, or if you're watching this via YouTube and it's after the event, we'll try and get a link where you can get more information in the YouTube description as well. Okay, PMOsummit.ca, if you're looking, is the website where we'll have the details on the event, and we'll probably be posting the content as well. Okay, so to continue on, we're just going to close this out the session. First, I want to start with, what are your lessons learned from today? What are your takeaways? We covered a lot of ground. A lot of content was covered, different presentations, different perspectives from different PMO leaders to hear what large organizations are doing, small organizations, public sector, private sector, consultants working with PMOs. We heard a little bit of everything. What have you taken away from this? I'd like a number of people just to share, what's the one major thing that you're going to do differently, or you're going to think differently, or that you're going to change the way that you think, behave, act, whatever. What have you taken away from this? And if somebody wants to just unmute and be first to go, that'd be awesome. What are you taking away from this?
Yeah, I don't mind going. I think, understanding the organizational perspective was a big takeaway for me. Instead of being so focused on the everyday of your project, taking an organizational view. So that was very informative.
Okay, thank you very much, Simon. Yeah, so taking that higher level view of why are we doing this? Sure. Okay. Inez, you're next.
Can you hear me okay? I can't tell if my microphone's on. Okay, great. I think the overall so many things, but the idea of the next generation PMO and benefits realization. It's about the value, not the tasks, or and how you track that over time, even beyond the project.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Chad, you're up.
Yeah, thanks. I'm a member of one of the police services you mentioned at the outset of the meeting, and there's several of us that try to collaborate together. And I took away a lot of great nuggets today, but one of the things that stood out to me is the commonality in the challenges that are being faced across industry. My peers within police services, we've shared a lot of the challenges we face. And in a way, some of these tidbits were so really valuable to think about how we can apply them. And it's also a lot of perspective that when we're talking with partners in private agencies and the like, very similar challenges.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you know what? We're all in the same boat. We're facing the same problems. From a different perspective, we may have different legacy processes and culture and things like that we're dealing with, but the challenges are essentially the same, that we're just tackling them from different perspectives. It's interesting. I heard a speech one time many years ago. It's probably 20 years ago, from the son of Mahatma Gandhi, right, the religious leader in India, and he was recounting a story from his youth. And he said, I was sitting at the dinner table with my family. My father, Gandhi, was there. And I said to him, Papa, why do we celebrate the religious holidays of all religions? He says, we're celebrating the Jewish holidays, the Christian holidays. He says, we're Hindu. Why are we looking at those other holidays? And Gandhi, the father, said back to him, he says, imagine that we're all trying to climb a mountain, and maybe God is at the top of the mountain. Every religion thinks they found the easiest path up the mountain. So the Hindus think they have a nice, easy path up the fountain. On the other side of the mountain, the Christians are climbing the same mountain. The Jews are climbing the same mountain. Everybody's trying to get to the same spot. We're all just using a different path. And I can see my path. I don't really understand the other path on the other side of the mountain. Who's to say I can't learn from them? Who's to say they haven't figured out some tips or tricks or techniques that makes their path easier? And I think this applies in business, right? We all have our perspective, but maybe we can learn from other industries. We can learn from other organizations. If we're public sector, we can learn from private sector and vice versa. We can learn from each other. There's things that other people have figured out that might apply in our situation. So I'm a big supporter of sort of this cross-industry knowledge sharing. Tony, you're next.
Yeah, I just first of all, that's one of my top 10 Gandhi phrases. So that's good that you reminded me of that. To your point earlier, the agile earned value management, EVM, I think there's some intangible benefits for cost, time, and scope across all industries, as everybody mentioned. And today was super informative across all industries, and especially on the tech side where I lack. But there's an intangible benefit that once everybody's on the same page and everybody's working to those common goals, the stress level comes down on a project and organizational wide, and that makes everybody more positive, and people want to be happy at work, right? It doesn't matter what industry we're all in. I just wanted to make that point. That was a big takeaway for me today. So yeah, and thanks again today, Kevin.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Who else? Annalise.
Hi, Kevin. Nice to see you. My name is Annalise Haraher from the OPP. Thanks very much for this summit. My lessons learned actually are, in relation to the maturity model. Actually, I think it is very important to recognize where, the PMO is in the organization, at what level, and also very important to identify, how supportive the organization is, and if the organization is ready to have a PMO. If it is not ready to have a PMO, I believe that one of the best lessons learned that I have also learned through my path is that a supportive approach is very important to start educating the people. That's what I wanted to share. Thanks very much.
Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Next is Vinay.
Hi, everybody. Again, thank you, Kevin, for this wonderful session. I've attended your trainings as well, and you are marvelous all the while. So what I want, one nugget, what you told in the beginning of the session was price is what you pay and value is what you get. So as a project manager, I always need to focus on how much value I'm producing in the project towards the organizational goals and objectives.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. And thank you for the kind words. Anybody else want to share what they've learned, what their takeaway is? Aaron.
Yes, thank you. I think I'm an enlightened person at the end of this summit. I worked 20 years in private sector, came to public sector, and I thought the public sector, key driver was the public interest. So I kind of changed tack on my projects because I kind of grew up with, on time, on budget type of philosophy. And I've been running a number of projects which incidentally involve a lot of stakeholders. We've been doing a lot of stakeholder consultations. And I've kind of gone out on a limb to sort of explore alternate ideas as I went along because I thought they were feeding into the solution. So some of my projects have sort of overrun on time and stuff, and I've taken some flack from others. But we've sort of kind of managed to keep focus on what stakeholders need and what we need to deliver. So I kind of feel vindicated based on what I've heard today. Sure. Huge positive and a lot of direction, templates, and thought processes that I'm going to take with me. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. I remember a discussion I had a long time ago with a client about a change request that was coming in. Somebody on the team suggested we needed to introduce a change request, and I was taking it forward to the sponsor. And the sponsor was let's just say an immature sponsor. They just gotten promoted to a management position. This is probably their first major initiative that they were responsible for. And they were so paranoid about being on budget is everything, that they were threatening the value of the project being delivered because they weren't a little bit flexible when they needed to be. And I gave them this following example that clarified everything for them. I said, yes, it's nice to be on time, on budget, on scope. You want everything to go perfectly, but this is the real world, right? And that doesn't always happen. What would you do in the following situation? Say our project was to invent a cure for cancer, and like all cancers, there would be a magic pill. You take it once and all cancer is instantly eradicated from your body, right? Imagine that would be an incredible thing to do. Now, how do you think your sponsor would say, or your boss would say, if we said, well, the project's done, we succeeded, we've cured cancer, but we were, $1 million over budget? Do you think anybody would care? Absolutely not. The benefit is so huge, a little bit of cost overrun doesn't matter because you still got that return on investment dramatically, right? It'd be a life-changing benefit. The little bit of extra over budget really wouldn't matter. Nobody would blink an eye. Or what if you said, I cured cancer, but I'm 10 months late. I got it done 10 months later than we projected. Would anybody care? No, they'd be dancing in the streets in celebration that the project delivered what they'd hoped to deliver. So sometimes the normal parameters that we measure on time, on budget, sometimes they're not relevant. They don't matter on those projects because the benefits are so huge. Think about projects for humanitarian aid, flood relief, disaster, recovery. Sometimes these projects, a little bit extra money, a little bit extra time doesn't matter. As long as we're saving lives, that's better than the extra bit of money we might be spending. So sometimes budget and schedule are less important, but our traditional or naive or beginner view is that budget and schedule are everything. The old triple constraints, the iron triangle of project management. And we're so focused on that we're missing out on what really matters, which is what are the business benefits? And yeah, we may have to make some more investments in time or money, but does that still allow us to get the business benefit we're looking for? And it's not just money. Maybe money isn't the constraint. Maybe time is the constraint, right? Like, or not. It's not scope. It's time. Like we're building the stadium for the opening games of the Olympics. The Olympics are going to start on time, whether that stadium's done or not. We're doing it. So if there's a section of seating that wasn't installed yet, then those people just can't, they're going to get refunded on their tickets. We're still running the opening ceremony. They're not going to delay the games because your scope isn't quite done, right? So some projects are time constrained, some are budget constrained, some it's scope, and you really need to understand that so we can make good business decisions. Excellent. Thank you. So those are some lessons learned that we can take away from the stuff we learned today. I'm sure there's a ton more, but we don't have endless time on this event to go through them all. But please keep the conversation going. Chat with your colleagues, if any are on the call, about what you learned in this event. And hopefully you walk away with something concrete that you can do differently, or a way you can think differently, or a new perspective that you can carry with you and get some immediate benefits from what we discussed today. Okay, now some more to-dos. Let me just change my slide here. So one thing I do want to mention is that the Project Management Association of Canada, our host for today, PMAC, the Project Management Association of Canada, does have PMO certifications. They have certifications for PMO leaders that are recognized internationally. IPMA, the International Project Management Association, sets these international standards for project management, and they have 4 levels of certification for project management: A, B, C, and D. Level D, D as in dog, is a knowledge-based certification, kind of like the PMP exam, right? You went, you wrote a test, and you answered a bunch of questions, and if you passed, you got your certification. Yeah, there's some experience requirements. Yeah, there's some other requirements you need to pre-qualify to write the exam, but the assessment itself is a knowledge assessment. Levels A, B, and C, above that, are competence certifications. So we're actually looking at how are you performing in the workplace. C is for basic project. I'm a competent project manager. I can run simple projects by myself. There is no PMO version of that, because if you can just run a simple project but nothing more complex, you shouldn't be running a PMO. So there is no level C at the PMO level. However, level B and A, there are. Level B is I can run mega projects. I can run large complex things related to projects. And level A is I am the director, the strategic thinker. I'm looking at the entire situation. So a level A project manager might be running massive initiatives, like we're going to design a new airplane for Bombardier. We're going to do a new plane, and all the avionics and all the engineering and the manufacturing and everything all falls under me. I'm like the VP of that new plane. Everything rolls up to me. They also have one for program director. So very large, complex programs that you may apply if you're running more programs than large projects. Sometimes the dividing line's a little blurry between those two. And then there's one for portfolios of projects. And that's kind of where the PMO falls in, is I can run a portfolio of projects. I can be in charge of overseeing. I'm not the project manager on them all. I'm overseeing the project management of all those projects. So you could be a certified senior portfolio manager. Or if it's more even senior than that, lots of experience, it's maybe at the VP level, VP of projects in an organization, you can get certified portfolio director. So these are 2 competence level certifications. If you want to find out more, and these are the only PMO competence certifications that are out there, and they're available through PMAC. If you want to reach out, go to PMAC-AGPC. So PMAC-AGPC, which is the French version, .ca, and go under certifications, and you can find it under competence certifications. You can find out details and more information. So that's something that PMO leaders or senior people in a PMO could go through those certifications if you're interested. Okay, please use this QR code to get the feedback form for this event. So point your cameras at this. It'll be in the video recording. It'll be on the slides later. If you really want to do this later, that's fine. But here is the QR code to get the feedback, the evaluation forms. We'd love your feedback to hear how we did today. Should we do another one of these next year? Should we skip a couple years? What sessions did you like? What could we have done better? Please share that information with us. And I'm going to ask one of our assistants who's been monitoring in the background, Jerome. Jerome has been helping monitor the chats and get people hooked up if their sound wasn't working and things like that. I'm going to ask Jerome to paste in the chat window the URL to that same site. So if people don't have access to QR code readers, maybe you haven't installed the app on your phone, you can go directly to that URL and do it on a browser and fill out the evaluation form. Also, on the screen in the purple box is the PDU claim code for PMI members who want to claim PDUs for attending this event. You'll get 4.5 PDUs. There's the claim code. I am told that it is not active yet. PMI has put this review process for PDU code creation, and it could happen tomorrow or the next day. It'll be before the end of the week, I'm told. This claim code will be active. So you probably can't claim it today, but certainly by Friday, you should be able to claim it some point Friday. And the code's on the screen. If you're listening just on the video recording, it'll probably already be live, and you can just enter the PDU claim code for this event. Okay, next. We have prizes to give out, donated by some of our sponsors. And I'm really excited about this because we had some pretty good prizes. So first place, we have kind of 2 first place prizes donated by Procept, one of our sponsors, is 2 free tickets to their PMP exam preparation course. This includes all the materials, the course workbooks, the materials, all the study guides, all that stuff. It's a $2,095 value for each ticket. If you don't have your PMP and you want to go get it, you can use this yourself. You could gift it to somebody else. You could transfer it to a third party. If you're working for an organization, you're a PMO lead for an organization, and you can't use it, maybe you could give it away as a prize to one of your PMs in your organization who might be able to use it. So we're going to give away 2 tickets to PMP exam prep courses. Now, Procept runs these throughout the year. There's several to choose from, and there's some, we've even got the schedule for 2024 available. So you'll be contacted with information if you're the winner, and you'll be given the dates and stuff so you can choose which one might work. And if you're going to use it yourself or give it to somebody else, that's fine. The tickets are good for 1 year, so you'll be good till next June. And honestly, if you say, oops, June doesn't work, but could we do it next July? I could make sure we get that extended by a month or two if we needed to. Okay, next is a ticket to a project management essentials course. This is sort of a fundamentals course on project management. It's 3 days long, 3 days in class or 6 half days online, which is how a lot of people like to take the training these days. That's a $1,600 value, $1,595 plus HST. So that's for free for one person, one ticket for that course. Again, you could transfer it, give it away. And that's from Procept. PMAC, the Project Management Association of Canada, has given 2 prizes, one more from Procept, a ticket to their Introduction to Agile course, and that's worth $595, so 1 free ticket for that. Now, PMAC has given 2. One is somebody who wants to write the Certified Project Coordinator exam. There's a free ticket to write a Certified Project Coordinator exam. That certification exam consists of 2 pieces. The first part is a multiple choice test. And after you pass the multiple choice test, you go into part 2, which is a case study activity that is not time limited. You can do it on your own pace. You will be sent a case study after you pass the exam. You read it, and you have to prepare 3 project management deliverables for that case study. So it could be a risk management plan, it could be a stakeholder analysis, it could be a schedule, a budget, a communications plan, something. There's a list of 5 choices of project management deliverables, and they ask you to pick 3 of the 5, create the deliverable, send it back for marking. And if you pass that, you are now a certified project coordinator, kind of an entry-level certification for people just starting out in project management or wanting to move up the career path. So we're making that exam available for free to one lucky person. Again, you can transfer it, gift it to somebody else if you can't use it directly. The next one is a ticket for the Certified Agile Project Manager exam. This one's a little bit more complex. It's multiple choice questions only, 2 hours, multiple choice. It is an online exam. You complete it online whenever you're ready. And the timer kicks in once you log in and you start writing the exam. So anybody who's interested in becoming a Certified Agile Project Manager, that exam's a little tricky. So we recommend you have some Agile experience, to have taken some Agile training first. Don't try that one raw, but that's an exam that you could attempt as well. If you win that, that's fine, or you could transfer it or gift it. And then another of our sponsors, Title Shift, has donated 2 Kindle Fires. Here they are here. So Kindle Fire version 7. We've got 2 of these to give away to a lucky person. So if you're the winner, we'll contact you. You'll have to send us your shipping address so we can send them along. Kindle Fire 7 are worth $80 each. So I'm now going to make the draws. I've pre-drawn names. I just have to make sure each of the people that we've pre-drawn are still on the line, because the rule is you got to still be on to get the prize. So let me grab the first one. The first one for a Kindle Fire, the winner is Stephanie Manzer. Stephanie, you want to unmute and say a couple words? Stephanie, the system says you're online still. You got a couple people clapping for you. Okay, well, we'll get in touch with Stephanie afterwards. Maybe Stephanie's on mute or something. So we'll make sure, but Stephanie is still online. So Stephanie will get you your Kindle Fire 7. The next one for another Kindle Fire is Robin Alcorn. Robin, are you still here? You want to say a couple words?
I am. That's awesome. Also, really enjoyed this session. Our coordinator for courses sent it to us, and I didn't know what to expect, and I'm happy I came. Thank you for the prize.
Excellent. Thank you. So you'll be emailed. We have your email address. You'll be emailed probably tomorrow, and we'll coordinate getting shipping addresses and stuff like that. Excellent. Next one. This is for the Certified Agile Project Manager exam. And the winner of that is Stacy Elliott. Stacy, there you go.
Hi, this is Stacy.
Excellent.
I have some work to do. I'm brand new to project management, so this will be a little baptism by fire, but it's a good challenge.
Okay, so the exam's waiting for you when you're ready. We'll contact you with details, and if you have questions about how do you prepare or something, we could give you some advice on that.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you. The next one, which is the Certified Project Coordinator exam. That one goes to Sarah McDonald. Sarah, you still on the line? You're still logged in.
I am. I had to figure out how to unmute myself. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Looking at my 4 different screens, trying to figure out which one I was supposed to click on, and then I couldn't find my mouse.
Okay, so congratulations. You've got access to that exam. If you want to write the certification exam yourself, or you can gift it to somebody, that's an option as well.
Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. And for the Introduction to Agile course ticket, this is a free ticket to attend a course. The winner is PJ Duncan. PJ, you're still logged in. You're on the call.
I'm still here.
Excellent.
I don't know if you could hear the cheering from my colleagues in the background as well.
Congratulations.
That's excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a $595 value. So that's worth a cheer.
Excellent.
Okay, excellent. You'll get emails with the details later. Next,
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. For a ticket to the Project Management Essentials course, that's a 3-day course or 6 days, 6 half days online. Let me just see if the person is still logged in. If not, we'll do the backup. No, it's still here. Amanda Landry. Amanda, do you want to unmute and say a couple words? Maybe no microphone or...
Hi, sorry. Yes, I'm here. That's great.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So we'll get you the details. There's lots of dates to choose from, or you could gift it if you wanted to as well.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Excellent. And the grand prizes, the 2 tickets to the PMP exam prep course. And this is the official exam prep course that is actually created by PMI. So this, you can't get more up to date or accurate than that. The first winner is Dawn Morehouse. Dawn, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
Excellent. We'll send you details and you can communicate with us via email on what you want to do with that. And lastly, the other PMP exam prep course, that person's still here too, twice, logged in twice. Joshua McInnes. Will the real Joshua McInnes please stand forward?
Yes. Yep. I'm here.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. No, that's exciting. This was a great opportunity and I'm glad I came.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much. So that's our prizes. That's the prizes for this event. Couple more little things. Or last thing I want to say is we have another event scheduled. We run it every year on the first Thursday in November, every single year. This is our 13th time doing this. It's the International Project Management Day. International PM Day is always the first Thursday of November. So this year, it's going to be on the 2nd of November, and it tends to be an all-day event. We start around, I think it's about 10 in the morning Eastern time, so it's not stupid early for the people on the West Coast. And we run until, again, 4:30 Eastern. So if you're interested, look at ipmd.ca, International Project Management Day, ipmd.ca. We're still getting the agenda finalized and the speaker bios and descriptions. All that stuff should be up over the course of the summer. We'll have all that loaded up onto that website. And right now you can already sign up for free tickets. So if you just go to ipmd.ca, click get tickets, and you can sign up for free. If you are looking for the details of who's speaking and what are the topics, you'll have to wait till some point, probably in July. We'll have all that sorted out and up on the website. On the website, there's also a link on previous year's conferences, and you can find some recordings of previous year's sessions. That might be something you might want to take a look at as well. That's it. We're done for the day. We worked hard to try and provide value here for everybody. And we're actually done a few minutes early. So thank you very much for your time. Congratulations to the winners. We'll send all of our information out via a mass email to everybody on how to get access to the recordings and the slides if you want. And to the people who won prizes, we'll communicate with you privately on shipping addresses and getting you registered and all that kind of stuff. Thank you very much, everybody. Please don't forget to fill out the evaluation forms. They're at the QR code on the screen. And have a great day. Bye-bye.